Hey, back again. My name is Chloe. I am the nail techs coach, and this is another video. Okay, so for all my newbies and newbies, this one, and even if you're not a newbie, this video is called "Why Aren't Clients Returning?" Ugh. So you've been in the game for a little bit, maybe for a while, and they're not coming back. Like even the people that you liked and you vibe with, they're not coming back, and they're not saying why they're not coming back. And they haven't moved out of state because you probably follow them on Facebook, but why aren't they coming back? So let's talk about a few reasons why clients don't come back to operators. Um, don't take personal offense to the video because I promise you, I was there too, especially when I first started. Like, I didn't even understand. Like, it literally just takes time, but you're too slow. You're too slow. You're too slow. And there are a few reasons why you might be too slow. One, you're not practicing in your spare time. Two, you haven't taken any additional classes. Like, nail school teaches you what you need for licensing and board and sanitation, which is great. But just like dentists have to go get additional certifications in order to offer dentures or cosmetic dentistry, you got to take classes so you can get better at sculpted nails or gel X or dip or whatever it is that you're providing in the salon. You got to take extra classes. Like, yeah, you could YouTube, but sometimes you need personal interaction, or you need to buy an online course that's specific to what you actually need to know. So you're not just learning everything, you learning whatever you have an issue with. The reason that people are making money faster than you and getting clients faster than you because they're closing the gap in between what they do know and don't know. So when they close that gap, they get to that knowledge faster, and clients are willing to stick with them because they know that they're working on it. You're not working on it, so they're not coming back. One. Two, your work is ugly. And people are like, how can you say that their work is ugly? Like, because some nails are ugly. They are. I did ugly nails for a while, but a good personality, and sometimes people think I'm sort of a comedian, so they stick around. But no, on the more serious note, I had a good personality. So even if I did nails, the shape was on point, it might have lifted a little bit. The nail art was on point, might have cracked because I made it too thin, but it wasn't ugly. It wasn't. It's ugly. Maybe it's too much acrylic at the cuticles. Maybe you need to learn an e-filing method. I'm going to put some resources down below that will help you. And then we're going to do another video talking about how to pick people to take classes from, but that's not going to be this video. This video, we're talking about why they aren't returning. You're too slow. The nails are ugly. What else could it be? They don't like the salon environment. Okay, so I'm going to speak to if you have a salon suite. Maybe it's not the cleanest in your suite and around your suite. Maybe it's not the safest area. Clients want to feel safe. In this day and age, anything can happen anywhere. You want to be in a safe location. Not the cheapest location, but a safe location. Okay, so make sure that's paramount even for your safety. The other thing is maybe you're not on time. If you don't run on time, people will not come back. Everybody has thousands of things to do. You don't want to be one of the things that they have to do that's a chore. You want it to be fun. So you need to run on time. You need to run on time. They need to know how long to expect to be with you as well. And this is why honing your skills and taking classes is very important. Close the gap of knowledge. Or they just don't like the work that you do. And that has nothing to do with you. If they don't like the work that you do, hey, they're probably gonna shop around a little bit. Okay. Also, let me let you know, we'll do a pricing video, but you do not always have to be the cheapest, and we'll discuss pricing in another video. I am positive and sure that we will do that. But that's some of the reasons why clients do not return back to the salon. Maybe you're doing nails out of your home, which is fine, especially if you're following state board rules. I know, sometimes it's hard to find a place to work. But if you're doing those out of your home, you want to make it a clean and serene area. If you have children, you want to make sure that the children are away and quiet, right? Because even though people like children, not everybody likes children. Like, children are cool, but I don't have children, so I typically don't go places where children are. Why? Because I don't want to be bothered with that. And so you have to understand and respect that, like, oh yeah, sis got a coin, but she don't actually like children. So coming to my home-based salon is cool, but I'm gonna need to have somebody to watch the kids in the back and not disturb me during her appointment. And that could either be another child, or daycare provider, something, okay? And I understand the struggles with trying to build a business when you're a new mom. It is very difficult, especially if you do not have support. And honestly, having support sometimes is great, and sometimes it can be a hindrance. So you could choose that part of the hard, what it's going to be. You do want to make sure that you're making a comfortable environment for them, and you can even have them fill out surveys later, especially after their first appointment. Send them a Google survey. You can make one, just simple. What did you like about your appointment? What didn't you like? How do you feel about the price point? What do you feel about the service? Things like that they can answer, and you could do like a little follow-up with them so you can figure out where you need to work on. Another issue that they might not be returning is because of your retention. If they leave your place of business and their nail chips in one day and they haven't truly done anything, like they weren't using it to unscrew something or whatever, then that is a retention issue. Maybe you're making them too thin, or you're making them too thick, or your product ratio is off, and your product ratio is off is causing a weakening of the product. These are things that you're going to need to evaluate to figure out, okay, well, why or why aren't they coming back? There could be a myriad of reasons of why they do or don't return, and you can expect like a client churn rate of at least 4 to 5 every 6 months, depending on people moving away, budget changes, and layoffs, because there are a lot of layoffs, even though the jobs report is supposed to be up. So, things happen. But I will say, before you start getting like upset, like, oh, this business just ain't for me, people just don't want to pay. Evaluate the actual business before you start blaming anybody else. So when I was first starting doing nails, people weren't coming back. You know why? I was too slow. So then I started working on speeds, and I would do a speed trial, and I would do this at home, right? So I had like not even one of the cool practice fingers. It was a wooden dowel like we used in school. And so I was just practicing laying acrylic, and I was just trying to get it down to a minute or two per finger, laying pink and white or laying an overlay. And that's what helped me get my speed up. After that, then I started working on shaping. Now, like I said, I'm originally from Detroit, so they had a few girls that would do shaping classes in Detroit and acrylic laying classes, so I would take those. And then I went to a very progressive school where my instructor had actually done nails for 10 years before she started teaching. And so she was really like, no, you got to get the shape right, you got to get this, you got to get that. So we could even go back to the school for refreshers. So if you're having issues with clients staying, you want to evaluate you and your processes, the environment, your skill set, and the vibe. Honestly, the vibe. Okay? You're gonna get there. I 100% believe in you. Make sure you like, subscribe, follow me on any of my social medias. If you got some people that graduated from school with you or some other nail friends that are kind of stuck in their nail business, go ahead and share this video to them, because we're trying to help everybody get to the bag. They're trying to make it hard for us to make money. I'm about to make it easy. Bye. Until next time.